Okay, so today on my channel, we are going to make a cracked chicken casserole. It's delicious. It's one of my husband and I's favorites of casseroles, as casseroles go. And it's not too complicated to make, and it's very, very good. So the first thing I'm going to do is slice me up some carrots. We need about a cup. And you want to make them kind of thin so they cook soft. These are just baby carrots. I don't have any regular carrots. Wow, that's one. I might be here a while. Let's see if I can do this a little quicker. And I know that's a little bit of a heaping cup, but it's really the only way I can get my husband to eat his carrots is in a casserole. We're going to now prepare my favorite casserole baking dish. It's got a lid. I think I showed you this before. It's Anchor Hocking baking dish. Turn it around. I don't know if you can read that. Anchor ovenware. Actually, it says baking dish. 9.5 by 13.5 by 2 3/4. Comes with this nice lid. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. I think I got it when I got married. We're going to prepare that by just putting a coating of vegetable spray on it and set that aside. Okay, so we're going to preheat our oven to 350. Okay, the first step to this is prepare the rice-a-roni. We're going to take 1 box of chicken flavored rice-a-roni and we're going to prepare it like the box says. And so the instructions is to take 2 tablespoons of butter, place them in your skillet. Put that on there. We're going to add our box of chicken rice-a-roni. The ingredients, or the box mix says, in a large skillet, combine the rice mix and butter and saute it over medium heat. Let me get this melted a little bit before I put it in there. And you're going to saute this over medium heat until the vermicelli is golden brown, stirring frequently. And I don't know if I butchered that word or not, but that's the best I can do. Vermicelli? I don't know. Somebody leave me a note in the comments. Tell me. Vermicelli? I don't know. We're just going to stir it until it's a golden brown. There we go. Bring in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. It said stir frequently. vermicelli. Vermicelli. I don't know. I don't know if that is the actual rice in there or if it's the little pastas. I think it's the pastas. See, this rice-a-roni is mixed. It's got a little pasta in with it. See, I'm not a professional cook. I don't know all those answers, so, but I'm thinking they're talking about the little pieces of pasta in there. We're trying to make it golden brown. That's what it said. This is probably the hardest step that we're going to have in making this casserole. I bought 2 rotisserie chickens the other day and picked them off the bones and divided them up into baggies and froze them. So that's what I use for casseroles or quick quick like quesadillas or chicken tacos. And then there's a little bag of seasoning that comes in here. I can just smell the butter, like browning, the browned butter. So what we're going to do is, and you can see like it is starting to brown up, just get a golden brown in there. So I think we're just about where we need to be with that. We're going to pour our water in, which is 2.5 cups. And it said pour in very slowly because you'll see. That was 2 cups. I'm going to get a 1/2 cup more. Half a cup more. And we're going to add our packet of seasoning that comes in the rice-a-roni box. Some caught in the corner there. We're going to bring this to a boil, as the box directions say. Then we're going to cover and reduce it to simmer about 15 minutes. This is just a really, really good casserole. I like casseroles that you can just put everything in the pan and just put it in the oven. Unfortunately, this isn't one of those, but it is really good. Okay, I gotta look for a lid because it is boiling. Reduce it to simmer. And we're gonna be cooking that about 15 minutes. If I can find a lid. We still need to reduce that. Oops, a little bit more till it's simmering. I don't think that lid's gonna fit. No. So, where's my big lid? I'm gonna have to use this oversized lid. I bought that pan by itself and it didn't come with a lid, so we're gonna simmer that 15 minutes. Look at my makeshift lid. I put the smaller one on because the bigger one was over the sides and it just, the steam was dripping all over my stovetop, and it's just heck to keep this flat, smooth electric stovetop clean. Anyway, so I put the littler one on. I got the spatula holding it in there, but then I thought, well, I got this little crack, so we just made a makeshift lid that we're trying to not let any steam escape. There's a little bit escaping right there, but it'll do. Okay, about the last 5 minutes, it says to add a fourth of a cup of onion, or half a cup, fourth to a half, and the carrots, the cup of carrots. So let's get those in there so they can be getting a little soft. Get the lid back on. And get that simmering again. And I got my chicken out. I'll just show you. I just had, like I said, picked it off, and they were rotisserie chickens. And then I made 3 bags. And actually, this only calls for 2 cups. I mean, there's probably 2.5 in there. So I probably should maybe measure them into 1 cup freezer bags, or at least measure 2 cups in the big bag so I can have a more accurate. But my casserole will just be a little extra, have a little extra protein. Okay, our timer went off. Let's check out what we got. I think the rice is done. It smells really good. The carrots are getting soft. Okay. Next, we're going to be adding in 1 can of cream of chicken soup. Well, that came out pretty good. We're going to also be adding a cup of sour cream. This makes a creamy cracked chicken casserole. We're going to just mix that together. This isn't the biggest skillet I have, so I think this is a 10-inch. I think. Mix that all in there like that. Combine it really well. I think that looks pretty good. We're going to add some black pepper, about a half a teaspoon, I'd say. Now, if you wanted, you could also put maybe peppers in here. When you put the onions and the carrots in, you could add some bell peppers if you wanted. And then we're going to add in our chicken. Like I said, that's a lot of chicken. It's a little more than 2 cups. So I don't want to refreeze it. I've had it frozen, so we're going to go with it. Mix the chicken in. and remove it from the heat, and we're going to put it in our pan. Okay, so we greased our pan, our casserole dish. We're going to dump this all right in. We're going to spread it out a little bit. And you know what makes it a casserole, right? My mother said anything with cheese makes it a casserole. So we're going to add our cheese. And I'm using a triple cheddar. You can use just a sharp cheddar, mild cheddar. This thing doesn't want to open. It only calls for a half a cup. But I'm going to make sure it's all covered. I have used sharp cheddar before, and it was really good with that. So my suggestion would be a sharp cheddar, and I'm going to put sharp cheddar in my recipe because I usually make sharp cheddar. I just happened to have this triple cheddar. They were out of the sharp cheddar when I went to the store. So I think that's good and covered everywhere. And we're going to get this in the oven, and we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes. Doesn't she look good? She's going to taste good too, I promise. Okay, I just pulled it out. It looks really good. It's smelling really good. So I'm going to scoop a little out and give you a taste. Okay, I just scooped it out. Lots of chicken in there. I would just use probably the 2 cups. I mean, extra chicken doesn't hurt, but let's taste it. Okay, you'll have to excuse how I look. It's really a nice day out, and I've been working out in the yard in between. I don't know what's with weeds. They grow like, I literally think like overnight. They appear in the same spot. I don't know. Anyway. Let me get a bite of carrot and some cheese on top. Piece of chicken in there. So good. Really a good casserole. I can't tell you enough to make this. It's delicious. You get that taste of cheese that's baked on the top, and the chicken is great because it's a rotisserie chicken. It's so tender, and the rice is so fluffy and cooked good, and you get that chicken taste, extra chicken taste in there from the chicken broth, and all the wonderful flavors. They just all marry really great together. Really good. And you got leftovers. Now, you've seen how big mine is. If you want to half that and put it in an 8x8 or 2 8x8s and maybe freeze one, I don't know. I've never tried freezing it, but or just half the recipe, you could do that too. But this is really good. And like I said, I think I would only do the 2 cups of chicken. But I mean, it didn't turn out bad because of it, but I really like it. So hope you like it too. And until next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other too. Bye.